And now let's try that again, hopefully with audio. And hopefully everything's coming through. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third round of the season. This is the BBB original series. We have an interview with Disco Stuber, but unfortunately, lag playing an issue with our live interview, which is always going to happen. And I think you're back with me. Yes, you are. Hello, Stuart. How are you?
I'm great. Josh, how are you doing?
I'm better all now for hearing you on the stream. That's the best bit.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you for having me. Just excited to get. This is the third week already. It's hard to believe. It's been flying by, but exciting to see these guys head out and race again.
TNE Honda M1 took victory in the first round in Austria, lost down in round 2, but he had a massive fight back, and he was literally dodgems all weekend.
Yeah. Honda. He's got some great pace there. We've had he's going. He's showing what he's got. Had a little bit of a tough run there last week, but hopefully things will go a little bit differently this week. Be able to keep it nice and clean and have a good result here for today for the boys.
Racing at Monza, it's the Cathedral of Speed. Is this one of Honda's favourite tracks when you're racing in your own league?
Oof, man, I know Honda likes most of the tracks. He's one of the guys that he doesn't like to complain about the tracks that we're going to. He likes to try and find something that he likes in all of them. So I'm sure he's going to find something that he likes here. Can't quite recall off the top of my head what he's done here in our last sort of run around here in the league, but I know Honda's going to be quick. Of course, like you said, a very, very quick track, speed heavy. Power is going to be a big thing, straight line speed. So those are things I think he's going to excel here, and hopefully we're going to get to see some good racing today.
You just lost out in the constructors' battle in Montreal. GSP taking in the lead at the moment, as I think finally the stream has stabilised. But can you hoping to fight back this weekend, but hopefully having two cars up there this time?
Yeah, hopefully. Cam has had he's had a good start to the season so far. He got caught up in some stuff last week too in Canada, and it was really unfortunate for Cam because Canada's I think he was saying is his favorite track on the calendar. So it was really tough to see the weekend that Cam had last week, but we know he's going to fight back. He's got pace as well, and him and Honda we know work great together. So this weekend, like you said, it's about getting a good haul of constructors points. We have Mike that's going to be hopping into the second car this weekend. Hopefully Cam's going to be back to full health for next week. That's what we're hoping for. So just hoping for a good haul of points here today and try and make up some of the points we lost last weekend.
Echo that as well. Hopefully Cam's okay and back fit next weekend for the next race. So talking about your own league with the TNE, how did that first of all get started? Did it start on F1 2020 or was it a couple of years back?
Oh, it goes way back. It actually goes back. It's a branch off of our national division series, which encompasses sort of drivers from all around the world. That was started up. One of the founders, Brett Keenan, he started that up. It's branched off into this U.S. regional. We have a European regional as well. But the U.S. regional, I would say the last year, we've had a ton of great growth in it. It's been really exciting to see. I've been fortunate to be a part of all of that growth and see it rise up from, maybe fielding one full grid of drivers a week. Now we have 3 full divisions, all North American drivers, and it's great to see. It's the camaraderie that the guys have all together in the Discord. It's really great to see. So we're really happy with what we got going over there in the TNE US regional.
Fantastic to hear. Exactly what we like to hear. Everyone progressing for their passion of motorsport. Now, obviously, COVID hit last year, and it's still hitting hard in 2021. But we saw when Formula One took on esports in the Race at Home Challenge for Formula E, Formula One did whole virtual Grand Prix. Esports has taken on a whole new level over the past 12 months. Have you seen an increase in your viewers across it and the interaction with fans?
Yeah, we certainly have. I mean, as it is, we've been able to add a new division, a whole new night of racing to our lineup here, as pretty much directly as a result of COVID. We've probably almost doubled the number of drivers that we've had in the league since COVID has started. Of course, people aren't able to go out and do some of the things that they'd be able to do previously, even go and see races in person. Um, so esports has been a way for people to kind of get that racing fix. And I think personally that this we're going to continue to see this trend even once COVID wraps up.
Completely agree with you there on the fact we're going to see esports grow and grow and grow. And also, I cannot wait to get back to a racetrack because I'm stuck
Yes.
in a virtual com box. You know, it's like I'm clawing at the door. Just let me back in. Let me back in. What race? Oh, God.
No, I hear you. We it didn't get to go to sort of the local racetrack last year and see some racing. So I've just been hungry to see some in person.
What racetracks are local to you around?
So I'm in Toronto, Toronto, Canada, and about 45 minutes to an hour outside of the city, we have Mosport, now known as Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. The IMSA WeatherTech Championship is probably one of their highlights of the season, but really historic track. F1 used to race there way back when the Canadian Grand Prix would
70s.
be held there.
Oh, just lost him on my picture. Oh, I think we caught the end of that, but I've lost the audio on that, so hopefully you can still hear me. But I know you can see, but yeah, fantastic racetrack. And unless the audio decides to come back to me, which I'm not too sure it is, I know, technical difficulty. And I think it has come back. Yes, it has.
Yep, I think we're back.
Yes. Yeah,
I think we're back.
I know the racetrack well at Motorsport Park as well, yeah. That circuit, an hour away, the first ever safety car came out in Formula One and caused absolute havoc. So, yeah, that racetrack, very famous.
Yeah, it is. Great racetrack, though. Like I said, the history there is, it's really cool to see. And, can't wait to get back and do some racing in person.
Absolutely. Do you do a bit of racing in person yourself?
I do not. I do not. Unfortunately, thoughts that are a little bit high. So sticking to the virtual racing. Unless, I'll be out there, but
Absolutely. Well, the stream's just getting ready to go for the tracks. I'm going to have to let you go, unfortunately. The technical difficulties have been insane, but we've had a great conversation. I've really enjoyed it, and hopefully the first of many.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you for having me, Josh.
Thanks for coming on. And just like that, the audio problem is all right at the end. It's the way of TV.
That's always how it works.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me today, and best of luck to you and the league, and good luck to this afternoon as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's it for the first one of the league there. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to disconnect as well. He's still on my screen as well, and he has done so. That was a crazy interview. I've enjoyed every minute. Thank you to Stuart for joining me on that one as well. Apologies if we had some technical issues. The first tryout is always going to be difficult. But welcome to the third round of the season. As me and Stuart were talking about, this is Monza, the Cathedral of Speed, the Temple of Horsepower. It's the third round of the season, and I can't believe it either. It has flown by this year so far, and who knows what is going to happen next, because we have got the championship so wrapped in a tight little bun. We've got GSP right up there, taking 1 and 3 last time out. We've got TNE, Honda M1 coming in strong after that fantastic battle. It has been punch after punch after punch as to what is actually going to happen. And as we get everything sorted on one side of the picture, there you go, it's the disconnect noise that I can hear as well, we get ready to go. The league is just firing up. The drivers are joining already. We're down 2 at the moment as well. The Red Bulls won't be joining us this weekend. A temporary glitch. Hopefully we'll get them fixed soon. But they couldn't join us, unfortunately. So that's 1 league down. So that would be the MFR league not joining us in the 2 Red Bulls. So down to the total of 16 cars in 8 leagues. That's fine. Got 8 races left. It's working out perfectly. After this, in a week's time, Brazil hosts it. That's going to be a great one at Sao Paulo. Bahrain follows on the 21st of March. The day everything kicks off. Formula 1, MotoGP, kick off Bahrain and Qatar. We race in Hungary at Budapest. Japan on the 4th of April. That is very dear to me. I'm going to look forward to racing at Japan. So many title deciders there over the years and very important in F1 history, just like Motorsport Park was, if you caught that in the interview a few moments ago. Going on from that, China on the 11th of April, where on its usual date should have been before it cancelled. Then we go over to Belgium on the 18th, and on the 25th, it is the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. But hopefully we're looking at seeing if we're going to either extend the calendar or keep it as the current 10 as well. Negotiations still going on there. If we have a big grand finale at, say, Monaco or somewhere, that's all still in discussion because the teams want it, we want it, so let's give them what we can get. So as we just get ready for the league to host up with 8 drivers in at the moment, we've got 5 minutes before they are supposed to join in as well, so they really have got to hurry their boots along. This is the scene currently at the moment. As you can see, they're all readying up. There's me spectating as well. There's Damien Insanity coming in, and everyone on full internet at the moment, bar Benny Calac, who's in the Mercedes, so the BBB, and TNE Honda F1. Who's on 3 bars as well. 1 bar now for Benny Calac. That was something we saw last weekend as well. Benny had a lot of disconnect issues. That was solving the problem for him. And I think in my earphone, you're also hearing the capture card with the music, if I'm correct on that front. So we will be sure on that before anything else goes wrong. But all going well, hopefully. And that's why I can't hear anything in my ears, because the talkback wasn't pushed up. Rookie error 1 there, Josh. So get in touch. We're just booting up now the Twitch live stream chat. Obviously, we couldn't have it open at the same time, so apologies if we never got the questions in. But do please get in touch throughout. They're going to be on the monitor here. I want to know as well, vote. Yes, vote. I want to see support for your local league. So vote BBB, vote TNE. Vote in every other league you can think of in this. And I'm going to read them all out to you now as well. Are you ready? BBB, Racing for Mercedes. FE for Alpha Tauri. GSP for Racing Point. PLR for Alfa Romeo. TNE for Williams. TRL for HAAS. Velocity for Ferrari. WCR for McLaren. Reminder that we haven't got MFR in for Red Bull this week. And reminder also that the 2 seats at Renault are still up for grabs. If you think your league can be best of the best, then drop us a line and get in touch with us as well as we go out. Just realised that it's going to probably start playing NASCAR on the laptop as you go onto Twitch, because many people stream it on there. So that's the last thing we need to hear, is a different eSport league, an actual race as well with NASCAR going on. And I just want to appeal as well to all our American viewers. I know quite a lot of you here watch NASCAR. How excited are you, just like me, that there is going to be a race on a dirt track? They've modified one of the circuits, I think at Bristol, and there's going to be a proper dirt race. Now, the last one was back in 1978 nearly, so nearly 50 years ago. Come on, 40, 50 years ago. Come on, give us a dirt race. It's going to be ecstatic. I know the Xfinity Series runs on dirt as well, once or twice a year. Last year got cancelled, so that's going to be great to see as well. Reminder, Formula 1 returns next week with pre-season testing on the 12th, 13th and 14th of March. All at Bahrain. MotoGP is testing right now, and the season's already kicked off with Formula E, and everything else just starting to come into play as well in the coming weeks. 11 drivers ready now with 2 minutes to go before the actual racing is supposed to start. Obviously, it looks like it's going to be delayed ever so slightly, which is understandable, but we are all set to go, hopefully. Now, reminder, if you can't see it, in fact, I'm going to extend it to the big screen here so that you can see as I talk you through it. Now, watch the category. That's obviously, we're racing F1 cars. This is 2020. No practice. They've all done that off of their normal time. Then we get going on we get the short qualifying, 18 minutes. Race distance is at 50%. Car performance, that's all set to equal. No disadvantaging here by putting someone in a Mercedes and then one of the teams in a Williams. It's all equal. It's down to driver skill. Safety cars on, collisions on. Vehicle damage is reduced because of what happened last weekend. If you remember at Montreal, that's the last thing we need to happen is cars losing front wings and front wheels as well and being kicked out of the race. That's not what we want to see. We want to see who's the best of the best. Weather set to dynamic, so anything can happen. We can have clear blue skies or cloudy, rainy track conditions that are almost Canada 2011 type. Park firmway rules are on, so once you leave the garage in qualifying, that is it. Corner cutting is on strict as well. Car setup, that's full. So the drivers get to change everything on the cars to their own setup. So hopefully they've nailed that in their own independent practice. So they know exactly how to go out in the cars. Ghosting, that's off. Because if somebody is ghosting, then it kind of spoils the fun of going side-by-side action. Meantime, as well, further on, we've got the rules and flags on. Obviously, because we want to see the black flags, the black and yellow flags, black and white flags, every kind of flag out there as well. The black and yellow flag actually got withdrew from Formula One, I think in the 1970s. It was supposed to be, I think it was, that was the original oil one, wasn't it? Because, I can't remember where that rule came from, but it got rid of, because usually, before, there was if a race got stopped, there was one red flag on the main pit straight. And then everywhere else around the circuit would be black flags. So I'm not sure what that was about. And race starts, of course, on manual. That's me waffling. But it's 10 o'clock here in the UK, 5 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully the drivers are all ready. 14 of the 16 ready to go. So we're waiting on 2 more cars. Warwick's Rage has come back in. He's looking feisty and determined as well after missing out on quite a few races previously, in terms of he was up there with the qualifying performance and lost it as well in the race. Remember Austria. Faxland came into it last weekend looking quite good. The drivers have all got inter-team comms on as well. If you can see just on this side of the picture, they've all got the microphones, so they can talk, and hopefully coming soon, as I said, we'll have the ability to talk to them as well. Fortunately, that's a feature on the PlayStation 5 controller, but we're using the PS4 controller, and there's got no microphone down at the bottom there. And I tell you what, after playing PlayStation 5 for a while, it's weird going back to a PS4 controller, as I'm sure everybody has experienced, but it's going to be fun as well. And I'll tell you what, F1 2021, which is on the PS5 and Xbox One and PC as well, I think it's going to be done on PS4 and Xbox One as well, but I'm not too sure about that. But still, it looks to be a huge step. Codemasters using a new engine, new format, everything's going to be fantastic. And the development they've done on this game as well is brilliant. So we're almost ready to go. As you see, 2 cars are left. And I'm just looking up as readied up is TNE Honda M1, so he's the only driver to be ready and willing to go. I've been handed a device now, which I can finally use and hopefully get it on with for your Twitter chat as we wait. Thank you to all of our viewers who are tuning in at the moment. I can now see exactly the chat below me. 4 drivers readied up now out of the 14 we have at the moment. 2 cars ready to go. They're all going to slide through turn 1 and 2 here. Yeah, the Retophilia, Demio Insanity, hello. I can see you all now in the chat. So let's go. What's up, Josh? Hello, NFL Media. I'm good, thank you. Very good. We're just waiting for 2 cars. We had an interview as well, so that's why we were on here a little bit early. But technical difficulties got it a little bit down, but thank you to Stuart for joining me as well for that interview, as we've got 17 seconds before the session starts, and only 14 cars. So let's see what is going to happen. The session has been reset again, so we're waiting for that. Hopefully be joining us soon, because I don't want to start the session and not have all our cars ready. That's just totally unfair on everybody, isn't it? 7 of the cars ready at the moment, so we're almost ready to go. Back on Comcam. Hello, everybody. I'm looking at 3 different monitors trying to work out where everybody is at the moment. as well. And also, don't forget, top, there is a poll button. Vote. Put in vote for your own league. There's 15 cars now ready. And yeah, just getting ready. One more left, and then we can go in. Demio succeeds, Saferman, Ratfat. Yep, looking good. What? Unfortunately, that cam couldn't. Yes, this is from TNE Esports, and Stuart touched on it just a minute ago when we were talking to him. And this is what TNE Esports has put in. Unfortunately, that cam couldn't make it today, but we've got the amazing TNE Top Gun 8827 in replacing him. So expect to see TNE rise up the ranks after being bullied in Canada. They really were bullied in Canada, weren't they? As well, completely bullied. And Honda M1, that front wing, I'll tell you what, I want that on the front of mine. That's unbelievable, that front wing had so much power last week. Welcome to Twitch, you're doing great, Josh. Oh, thank you. Stop with all the self-indulgence. You're making me look vain on here, picking out all the comments from me. I enjoy every minute of it, don't listen to me. 10 seconds left then, I think the session is about to start, unless it gets cancelled. 15 cars out of the 16 that was due to take place, but it looks like we're going to get ready. And away we go. So we're going to move into the qualifying procedure. 18 minutes ahead of us with a total of 15 cars. What kind of mic is that? Well, if I can pick up the other headset, I can show you before the session starts. It's an Audio Technica BPH-S1. It's a boom mic, as you can see, and it's perfect for broadcasting because you can just pop it over your head and you've got a boom mic wherever you are. And the green light is on and the session is underway. So 18 minutes is a go-go and 15 cars up there. So yeah, that's the headset. It's an Audio Technica BPH-S1, and in my opinion, it's one of the best in the business because it is a boom microphone, so you can have it on either side of your head, and you've got your hands free as well. But I tell you what, as a good old-fashioned lip mic, which is what Murray Walker used to use, I'm going to be a bit sad here and say I know exactly what it is. It's a Coles 4104 lip microphone. That is what all commentators want. They all say, oh yeah, I like a headset. Oh no. Every commentator would absolutely kill to use a lip mic on a broadcast. And I know that because I've spoken to nearly all of them. But yeah, headsets, good for moving around with esports. I know we're next in the pit lane yet. Track conditions look a little bit foggy out there, don't they? I can see fog down towards turn number 1. And it's not raining though, so it's muggy. That's an English phrase for when well, it's muggy. I don't really know how to describe it any better. It's foggy out there and the humidity's high. And that seems to be what's happening out there as well. Let's take a look then and pick up with all of the cameras and see who's going to be first out on the track. And it's F1 Linus, who's straight out there in the Racing Point. Here he is, just coming out of the Rettifilio. Many people saying the same one down there at turn 1. Thanks, Josh. That's NFL Media. No problem. No worries. Going through, Flask the Alchemist. Oh, Payne's dead is quick. Who is Assassin representing? PLR. What about a lap with good TV partner, you commentating on each corner? Yeah, you're going to get that. You're going to get 2 in this session. You're going to get an audio up lap where it's just going to be the car's noise whizzing around the track. And first of all, though, I will do, like this, an on-board lap, commentating on every corner, giving it the full beans of analysis on the lap. But that's coming up, hopefully, with F1 Linus, actually. But at the moment, the director spoiling my fun there as he was taking it up there. So he was already on board. A poll is going for which team do you support? Use ! Vote and go for it as well. So here it is then, a lap of the Autodromo di Nasole Monza, the Monza Royal Park, down to turn 1, brake at the 70-meter board, down hard, second gear into the Rettifilio, usually drop down to first gear at the exit to get a better launch out the corner, down now to the, down now through the Curva Grande, down towards the Casino del Lago corner, and heavy on the brakes from 8th gear, down again, 3rd gear, Tighter inside line on the right-hand side of the apex. The two Lesmo corners now. Brake about 30 metres, lift off 2 gears, ease through at the exit. Now Lesmo 2, slightly banked part of the track. It eases up and sort of drifts you at the exit in towards the gravel. Downhill with the DRS open, underneath the old banking of Monza, down to the Ascari chicane. Brake at 70 metres, down, 5th gear, lightly on the accelerator at the exit. Don't get too much at the exit here, because it's likely to send you into a spin. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. Down now, the second straight, full on with the ERS. Brake hard into the parabolica, flick the car in, drop down 4th gear, accelerate up, 5th gear, 6th gear, go to too wide, you lose your lap time. But back into the pit lane straight away for F1 Linus. He lost the lap time coming out of Ascari. He had a major problem through the Ascari chicane. I think I also called it Casino de Lagos, the Dallavozia chicane. I was going through Cur de Grande as well, but in my mind I was saying, no, don't say Ariana Grande, say it's Cur de Grande. And before I knew it, they were already there. So there's something. Mohamed Utas has gone top. Well, that's the first time on the board. For some reason, we're stuck on Esteban Ocon's camera. Foxland coming up there. He's back in the pit lane. Benny Callat looking good. Chris Nurazo goes into second at 120. Tia Honda M1 goes top. 118.784. Top Gun replacing. That's Mark in the car. 118.548 on the first run. That's good. Now this is another lap from Benny Callag. Yellow round in the first sector. One of the Ferraris looks to be a bit off. Down now, coming into the Ascari chicane. Watch from 8th gear, 211 miles an hour. Back off, drop down, 5th gear. Get the accelerate on. This part of the track here, go too wide at the exit curb. You light up the rear tyres and you're straight into the wall. That's what's happened before. Down now to the parabolica. You can see Benny's having interval problems with his internet connection. Trying to get my words out in one piece tonight. Across the line, Benny Callag, 3rd place, a 119.272. Let's have a look at Desepsky. Right on ball through the two Lesmos. He's had to, well, drop up, actually, to 6th gear. That's what I'm on about with the banking exit. See how close you can get towards the gravel. DRS, get under the toe. Put Chris Noazzo braking one under the banking there. 70 metres for the corner, flick it in. One of my favourite corners on the entire track, this place, at the Ascari chicane. Such an enjoyment to get it right. Parabolica. Could have taken that a little bit quicker. Sort of back down in the mid part of the corner. And Desepsky goes top. Who am I to argue? 118.427. Damio Insanity jumps up to 3rd place at the moment. Payne's dead into 5th. 119.151. Let's take a look who's on an out. Oh, let's have a look at F1 Linus then. He's just started a lap, and this is a perfect opportunity now to give us the audio up lap. So turn up your devices and have a listen. Across the line, F1 Linus goes top on a 118.179. That is a fantastic lap to get us started with down there. And he's gone straight on through the polystyrene blocks. Had turn 1, he's done a Sebastian Vettel. Complete brakes loss through the Rettifilio. Well, well, well. That's lost his lap time, but still going well. Let's have a look at Romeo Insanity. He's done 2. Well, hang on, he's right behind, actually, on the lap time. Oh, they're fun-liners. Going 1-2 at the moment. Going toe-to-toe, in fact, you could say. Everyone trying to be a bit more courteous as to what's going to happen, but everybody knows that the lap times can still be strong. Just listen to the cars scream past as you're coming now into... Oh, he's lost lap time. Cut the corner on the inside. Coming into Ascari. That's it, done for Romeo Insanity. Oh, Warx Rage has gone into second. 118.228. Yellow flag to flying in the Parabolica. Let's have a look then down the order. Shabby 2K's been going quite quick. And he's coming round Parabolica, but he's lost a bit. Yeah, he's coming to the pit lane. He's lost a lot of time. And that was an opening lap as well. First one on those tyres. Didn't want to do anything for him. The Luida in the Ferrari, coming to the line on home soil. And it might put him in to 11th, just behind it, just in front of his teammate, a 120, 136. There's ample amount of time left in that car. Plenty more. Come on. Let's have a look at Vipor Passassin in the PLR. He's lost lap time too in the Alfa Romeo. Well, the Italian cars not doing well on Italian soil, are they? It's the British teams up front. Well, GSP, but it's Racing Point, who are based in Silverstone, which is about 2 hours from me and going about northeast. Warx Rage, though, for Alpha Tauri. That's what I was talking about, coming through the Ascari chicane. Passassin wasn't even trying there, and he almost got launched into the wall with oversteer. They've got to take care. They've got to be careful out there. It is a dog-eat-dog world at Monza. And he sets a time for 118.614. That puts him actually in 6th place ahead of Honda M1. But I think that time got deleted, so he would have had a good shot there if he didn't delete it. Let's take a look then up the order at TNE Top Gun. This is Mark in the car, replacing at the moment Cam. Down now in... Oh, he's lost the lap time as well. Everybody's losing their lap time. Hello, welcome to Monza. Want to lose a lap time? Race round here. Astopple TV voted on GSP. Vote GSP as well. Everyone going there. Top Gun going to try another lap time on it. I'm going to run with F1 Linus in a second. There's Sepsky there as well. Honda M1 though gets a nice toe off his teammate as he comes into turn 1. Here is Honda M1. Let's give it the full onboard treatment. Coming round the Curta Grande. 7th gear, that'll become 8th by the mid-part. Flat out. Down to the Dalla Rossi chicane, 300 metres. Now watch, 150. Brake almost at 40 metres. Throw the car in. 2nd gear, pull up to 3rd. Don't get wide on your rear tyre. Coming at the exit into Lesmo 1. Keep the car nice and tight to the right. And then brake again at 40 metres on the bank to Lesmo 2. The arrow's open as you head down the back straightaway underneath the bridge, which houses the old oval circuit of Monza. 100 metres again, brake at 60 metres, throwing the car in 5th gear, holds it at 6th, nice at the exit, doesn't get it too much wide. And now the long drag using the overtake button and all your ERS as you approach Parabolica. 40 metres, brake again, drop down, 5th gear, it should have been in, it was a missed gear. That might cost him about a quarter of a tenth. Coming now to the line, the control line, and it's a 118.682. And on the control board, it's a 118.681. So Honda M1 only goes into 5th place. His teammates, Top Gun, up into 4th. And everyone cutting the Rettifilio out completely. Got to give it time. Got to give it time. These things will work. Everyone at the moment is so worried about that first corner. I'm seeing it on the as well. Everyone's so worried about what is going to happen at turn 1. F1 Linus goes top again at 1:18.062. Pressure, pressure, pressure. More. And it's working. Let's take a look at Benny Kalak. Kalak's coming into Ascari in the Mercedes. He's representing BBB. We'll promise we're all neutral here. No matter if they're racing in a league that we cover on the channel, our own series, we are neutral. As I think it's proved in the last couple of weeks. I get completely excited about whoever's racing in front of me. Sometimes even forget to mention the leagues they're racing from, they're that good. Benny comes into the pit lane, not happy with that time. He's already at a 1:26 before he even came anywhere close to the line. Is Honda? Yeah, Honda's coming into the pit lane as well. Everyone coming into the pit lane at the moment. Nobody going to risk going back out again with 4 minutes left on the clock. So 4 minutes left then in qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix for the BBB Champion Series. Coming out there, that was Shabby 2K, the only McLaren in the field at the moment. He's going out for another run. He's got no time on the board. Same for Faxland and Vapor Passassin representing the PLR. It is going to be extremely close now. Everyone's going to refuel slightly to get them across for about, what, 3-4 more laps? Then they're going to use it all up on one big last lap run. Expect to see them coming out in the pit lane if they're smart with about 2.5 minutes to go if they want to go for a one-lapper. We're seeing quite a few 2-3 cars exiting now, and they want to go for a 2-lap run. So an out lap, one hot lap, another cool down, and then they've got just enough time across the line with like 3 seconds to go and bang, get it another go. It's going to be a big challenge with 3 minutes to go. Cars exiting the pit lane from that 3-minute signal. They are all going to just do one lap. 3 minutes to go. F1 Linus on top. Warx Rage is second. Desepsky in third. Cut-off time seems to be a 1:18.682. Because look at Honda N1's time, 1:18.681. A thousandth separates them. We have the formation lap on as well, so we'll get a whole other minute to talk you through the grid, and a whole other minute of me being on the commentary box camera, talking you through everything before they come up to the line and go for the start. 1:18.062 time to beat. Cars not leaving the pit lane, that's going to get worrying. They're cutting it close, they really are. They're not going to hold this one, are they? To the line, Romeo Insanity. 6th at the moment, starts another lap. It's following down to turn 1. Keeping it smart, keeping it cool. Just looking down at the chat as well. Seymour asked who drives for GSP. They're the 2 Racing Points. That's F1 Linus, who's currently top, and Desepsky, who's currently in 3rd place. The BBB League racing with Mercedes. FE racing with Alpha Tauri. GSP with Racing Point. MFR with Red Bull, but not joining us this weekend. PLR is Alfa Romeo. TNE is the Williams. TRL is HAAS. Velocity is Ferrari. WCR is McLaren. And a reminder that the Renault team are still up for grabs if you think your league is the best of the best. If it gets anything like this, I might hop in the Renault just to get some more cars on the back of the grid. I'll be last and having to commentate, but I'll hop on and see what happens. Done. People are going to be saying that in the comments now to get me to actually do one of the races. We've been thinking about it for a feature. Here we go then. Romeo Insanity to the line with 44 seconds left in the Alpha Tauri. Racing for referee. Can he do anything? He goes 3rd. 1:18.265. Not bad at all. Who else is on that time? Musman Pickles in 6th place at the moment. Let's have a look at Shabby 2K with 28 seconds left. He's coming down 2 seconds faster, but his only best time. He's done a 1:30.588, so he's probably not going to be that quick. I'm waiting to see F1 Linus's outlap turn over. In fact, coming across the line, Desepsky's just finished a run. And hang on a minute, we're going to cut back there to F1 Linus because I don't think he's got enough time. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. He hasn't. He's Monza'd it. That is a complete Monza. He's missed the cut-off time. Look at that. Checkered flag. F1 Linus misses the chance to make a lap time and will start either in pole position. But Warwick's Rage, has he missed it or has he got through? Warwick's Rage has got through. But F1 Linus for sure hasn't. Now look at that. The timer's out. But F1 Linus is still being classified as made it to the line in time. You saw it. I saw it. He didn't. What happened there? If he gets pole here for Warwick's Rage, there's going to be a major discussion about that. Wow. F1 Linus made it. The spectators are about 15 to 20 seconds delayed. Let's hope he has. The glitch is in the game. Yeah, I was going to say, because usually we're not that far behind with the delay. There's usually like a second delay. Not with the time, so we'll keep an eye on that, because usually the graphics are quite quick because we've been on board with them. But yeah, and he's made a mistake anyway. He made a mistake coming into Scari, and he's out of it. It's Warwick's Rages to lose to the line, but he's pitted. He would have made it. He would have made it. He would have taken pole. He backed out of it. Wow. It's F1 Linus on pole in the most Monza bizarre way. I didn't expect that. You didn't expect that. What happened there? Oh. In they come then. F1 Linus on pole. Warwick's Rage is second. Romeo Insanity third at the moment. And that is so bizarre. Bizarre into qualifying. I was enjoying the crescendo, and then all of a sudden, crash bang wallop. There you go. Session done. And there's the confirmation. Session done. F1 Linus pole position. Warwick's Rage is second. Romeo Insanity third. So Williams are really down the order. Look at that. 8th and 10th for Honda M1. Not a great qualifying there. They got beaten by PLR in the last dying minutes. Persassin to 4th. Payne's dead to 5th. Dusepsky managed to get 6th place. Shabby is 7th. Top Gun 8th. As I said, Osman Pickle is 9th. Honda F1 is in 10th. Ferksland 11th. Amadou Tas 12th. Benny Calac 13th. Aloida 14th. Chris Norozo 15th. So Ferrari at their home circuit run right at the back of the field. So it's ready. It's steady. We're going to get ready for the full race. So as they get ready, I'll have a parade lap, remember, as well, to get going and set everything up. So we have a few moments of waiting. Let's have a look. F1 Linus is goated on the sticks. FE says it says NFL Media, obviously. Vote FE from Jaden. Vote GSP for Stoppel. Jaden again. Equazer, great job, PLR. Watch out for them in the race. Yep. Bright sunny conditions over there. So the cloudiness of qualifying have disappeared, and we have bright, sunshiny day taking part in Monza. 26 seconds until the formation lap starts. Ahead of us. Come on, Rage, says Jaden. Blue Lion says vote GSP. I think there's a lot of people enjoying it out there at the moment of what's happening. And hopefully everyone's going to enjoy the race coming up. 50% distance. There we go then. Coming up. And we are ready, steady, before we hit the go. So this is the formation lap before we get the original go. So they're all ready to take part on the grid. Let's get introduction to the race. As we're all set, all ready to go. Everyone is waiting to go. There's your predicted tyre strategy. 9 to 12, 11 to 12 as well. Why is there a formation lap all of a sudden? Because the teams requested it. So we've popped the formation lap in. They wanted it. They got it. So they'll form up around and get ready. for the procedure. Everyone just going to settle down. Let's open up the comp cam once again and get ready. We're just trying to play in the introduction as well to go in, but unfortunately with all the graphic issues we had at the beginning of the program, it wouldn't play. So that's an issue that we apologise for, because we should have played the introduction now, but it wasn't playing. Technical difficulties. So F1 Linus on pole position, Warwick's Rage is second, Damio Insanity takes in for third, Vapor Passas in fourth, fifth for Payne's Dead, Kosepsky sixth, Shabby seventh, Top Gun 8th, Busman Pickle in 9th place as well. These are your starting tyres as well. We've opened up everything with the telemetry data and everything you need to know for starting tyres. Mediums, Foxland, Mohamed Utaz, Benny Kalag, Little Weeder going on as well for the HAAS 09. Oh, hello. That's a Red Bull starting. We've got a Red Bull in. Hey, they've joined us. Fantastic. So he starts 16th on the grid at the moment as they line up. Vote for your league in the chat below. Get everything going. Get ready and get set for 27 laps around Monza. It is going to be something truly, truly special. Anything can happen at Monza, and it usually does. Cars all ready. Teams all ready. Everyone waiting to get the get-go. Field forming up behind. Red lights waiting to come on. When they go out, the race will start. Lights coming on then. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And the race is underway. Nobody moving at the moment, according to my monitor, but yeah, no one really moving. Lights out, away we go, finally, right down towards the Retafilio. Who's going to make the better getaway? That's going to be the big question. There's a car already in the wall. It's Busman Pickle. He's done in 6th. F1 Linus moving up the inside. Warwick's Rage a bit under pressure. There's bumping and balling further back. Cars moving up positions. That was a long hold on the lights, but finally the race is underway, and it hasn't stopped these guys going for it. Warwick's Rage now riding the wheel tracks as well of F1 Linus. Mohamed Utaz moving up and down. Top Gun up to 9th. Utaz down to 10th place already. Honda M1 making up positions. He's to P7. Benny Kalak has got a drive-through penalty. I'm being reminded in my ear every single time we race here at Monza. Kalak gets a penalty at turn 1. Busman Pickle 3 seconds for corner cutting now as well as we head down towards Ascari for the first time. Bumping and balling a little bit in the background. That's really shaking up the field. 3-second split. The Hazard up to 14th place. Chris Nuaz down into 15th, but Busman Pickle started 6th. Right down the order. Meantime, the 2 Alphas are going side by side. Alpha Tauri versus Alfa Romeo. Damio Insanity side by side with Payne's Dead if we get on board with them. Side by side action. He's dropped further back actually, but Damio Insanity is going to fight for it. Pulls to the outside, down towards Retafilio. Look how, look how much this is going to be a bit of a pain. Side by side again, Damio Insanity trying, can't do it. The field really spread out here already. Round the outside at the Curta Grande, down towards Dalla Rosia. Payne's Dead holds up in 3rd. Chris Nuaz, 16th at the moment. Up now, 15th. Them two have changed over hands in the pit lane, that's why. Continuing to charge, continuing to push as well. Everyone's just waiting to see what's the next thing on the list. Luckily, no one's gone off so far at the Ascari chicane. That's a problem we had in the BBB second season a couple of weeks ago. Loads of cars got flown off into the wall. Flung into the wall, that would be a better way of saying that, wouldn't it? Second lap already. Here's your predicted pit stop strategy, as I said. F1 Linus gets the fastest lap of the race. A mini train developing in the background, led by Payne's Dead. The top 2 beginning to check out. 1.5 seconds separate them at the moment. And yeah, oh, yellow second sector. That has to be Bozeman Pickle. He's the only one down in that position, and he is. Bozeman Pickle in trouble then. He's really has stopped, hasn't he? He's not moving on the monitor. Has he crashed out of the race? Let's take a look. Well, he's got going now, so he must have been in an awkward angle and he's had to manually reset the car. But he's got going again. F1 Linus leads the race then. 1.1 second to Warwick's Rage. He's right behind it. This is on board now with Payne's Dead. Getting a big wiggle coming out of the second Lesmo. He was on board. Looking back to Romeo Insanity as they cut back. On board. Payne's Dead. This is F1 Linus again. They're liking the switching today, aren't they? I've got no control over that. The camera seems to be doing it itself. And the gap between Romeo Insanity and Payne's Dead closing. I've regained control of the cameras myself now. Payne's Dead backing up the field massively. Instead of a truly train, it's a Payne's Dead train. It's a Payne train. Romeo Insanity moves to the outside line, coming into the Retafilio is going to let several of the cars through as well. But Sassen's going to have to defend his teammate like mad. An amazing move from Romeo Insanity though. That's Hamilton-esque. Hamilton did that on Raikkonen back in 2007. Romeo using that to his advantage gets through. Payne's Dead not done with him yet though. He's going to do an Alonso. Try and go right round the outside, coming down to the Della Rosia chicane. Passassin's in there as well. Passassin's going to try and launch through. There's contact between the two cars. Passassin out of position. Desepsky going through now, coming into Lesmo, and they're side by side. Desepsky goes through, but it was close with Passassin coming back there. Wow! And Desepsky's off. Desepsky's off the track. He's dropped down the order. Look, you can see falling back as we stay with Romeo Insanity trying to come back with Passassin. Sorry, with Payne's Dead. Passassin has been passed by Honda. Passassin down now. Shabby 2K up to 6th place. He's made a storming start, and now he's made an absolute storm in the middle of the field. He's off into the wall. He's regained, but he's lost a bit of the front wing damage there on the end plate. He'll have to change that in the pit lane. Just saw the tail end of that in the back. And through goes Little Weeder to take the place. Shabby's down the order. Payne's Dead going to have to keep Romeo Insanity behind him once again after he got back through, coming down to Dalla Rosia. This is turn 1-2. This is the Retafilio, a tight little chicane that was built back in 2000 to replace the old Retafilio. It's just been causing just amount of the same problems as well. Race up now. Once again, round the Curta Grande. Romeo Insanity looks to the inside. He's racing in the FE League. Payne's Dead in the PLR Alfa Romeo holding on. Warwick's Rage checking out at the front along with F1 Linus. GSP and FE 1-2 at the moment. 3 teams in the top 3 though. Not bad. 3 leagues, top 3. 4 leagues, top 5 as well. It's not over yet. We've got a long way to go. Here comes Romeo Insanity on the inside into Ascari. Can't get the move done there. Has to think about it once again. Has to back out of it. Once again down now. This midfield battle exciting. I think Shabby's lost it again into the wall, did he? He had a massive tank slapper. Just managed to save it. Start lap 7 and look at Payne's Dead once again. Slow completely on the straight. Romeo Insanity going to try and come back round the outside and does so. Damien takes the lead, takes third and leads the Payne train. He's shaking that Alfa Romeo, isn't he, Payne's Dead? He's not happy with those tyres. Have they already gone off? Not due to go off for another 5 laps. Honda M1 trying to cut back. Yellow. The HAAS is off. The HAAS is off at the exit. The Retafilio gets going again, but that has segregated the field even more. Big slide, nearly off the track as well from Payne's Dead. He's not happy with the rear tyres. Takes a big chunk of the curb through Lesmo 2. You can see it banked there as well. I was talking about to you in the qualifying show. And now Honda M1's closing through. Romeo Insanity gets a 3-second penalty. Multiple warnings. Drivers with penalties at the moment. Romeo Insanity, Payne's Dead, Top Gun, and Vapor Assassin. And Assassin's having a go on the inside of Top Gun, coming into Parabolica. Did you get the move done? No, they're still side by side. We stick with the battle for fourth at the moment. Oh, look at that. Assassin's going to move around the outside. And this is going to be tough to call because the Williams and the Alpha going to go three abreast. Romeo Insanity pulls to the inside. They touch. And Romeo Insanity. Did he manage to get it stopped in time? Oh, and it's all done now. Payne's Dead just sort of brake checked the rest of the field and slammed on the brakes coming into Retafilio. Full power back up now. Romeo Insanity stays in third place at the moment, but Honda M1 chasing him down. How on earth, though, did Romeo save that one? He got shoved to the back and managed to save it without skidding into the wall. Amazing, amazing. Back on board now, Honda M1. With the DRS going for third place. Penalty free, remember. Damien has 3 seconds worth. Second sector yellow. And that is at Dalla Rosia. And that is the HAAS out again. Top Gun, 3-second penalty to add to the list. Yellow's now out to the Lesmo. The HAAS is really backing off there. He must have some sort of damage. That might trigger a VSC. Looks like he's got going again, though. TNE, Honda M1 there going for Damien. Going to try and pull him around the outside into the Retafilio. Damien knows this one. He pulled it a few laps ago. He managed to successfully defend the position. Honda M1 locking up in the process. Here you go again then. Down to Dalla Rosia. Can't get a look on the inside though, can he? Damien's protecting that inside line with all he's got. He's not going to give it up without a massive fight. Lap 8 of 27. We'll check with the look at penalties. 23 seconds worth of penalties Romeo Insanity has. Honda M1 going to breeze through here without any difficulty. 23 seconds worth of penalties for Romeo Insanity. Wow. Shabby 2K gets another 3 seconds worth. So Honda really is in third place. He's just got to make it on the track to go through. F1 Linus once again leads the race like he did a week ago at Montreal. Yellow, and someone braking hard into the pit lane there. Out goes Bozeman Pickle. Out goes the Hazard. Into third place goes Honda M1. And gets it done into the Retafilio. So there's your new top three, all penalty free. F1 Linus, followed by Warx Rage and TNE Honda M1. With penalty, Romeo Insanity, Vapor Assassin, and TNE's Top Gun. Add to that Desepsky in 11th and Shabby in 13th. Now that this battle's done and dusted, let's take a look at Payne's Dead. There's a couple of tenths back in this little battle. He's having a go at Top Gun, but they both have penalties. It's beginning to get like that now. The midfield are going to have too many penalties to stabilise with them. Exciting stuff. Exciting to watch. Exciting to be a part of. Finding out the best of the best is always, always exciting. Look at that. That's Damien trying to go back and further up as well. Damien's got in the wheel tracks of Honda. Not going to get anything into the Parabolica. You're going to have to drag him all the way down towards turn 1 at the Retafilio. Pit lane now. Here we go. Damien pits. Vapor Assassin pits. Top Gun goes up to 4th. Payne's Dead to 5th. The two coming in now together right at the same time. So it's up to the mechanics now to do a really super stop. Ideally, Assassin could get out ahead. He doesn't have to change tyres. Doesn't. I meant to say change front wing there. But he doesn't change front wing. But Damien Insanity gets out ahead anyway. Now, Damien, we knew, had some form of penalty to serve. So he can't get 23 seconds without having a couple of fives, and you've served those in the pit lane, so he must have not elected to, or they're all 3 seconds worth and can't serve them. Very interesting indeed. That's reset the field a little bit in terms of the midfield battles. That's put some fast contenders in there. Well, really, it's put one, Vapor Passassin, back into 10th place as well. He has only got a couple seconds worth of penalties, so he can make up a few more positions than the rest of the field. It's cut back then. Payne's dead on Top Gun. 5/10 the gap as they come through Ascari now. Race it on down the back straight away. 8th gear maximum. Pulls to the inside. Not going to go on a move there. It's just letting him know he's there. Payne's dead, letting Top Gun know he's in a position that he can get through. Down now once again. Cars in the pit lane. Top 3 in, top 4 in. TNE Top Gun takes the lead. Payne's dead has the opportunity to lead a lap here and get a bonus point. Pulls to the inside. Laid on the brakes into the Retafilio. Top Gun locks up both brakes. He needs a Maverick. Oh! And, well, he needs eyes, Goose. He needs eyes. He just crippled Payne's dead out of the exit of the corner. And that's gonna really annoy Payne's dead. Really, really annoy him. He's not gonna like that one, is he? Not cool. Get the elbows out. They're all enjoying that one. Top Gun leads the race. Will probably pit this lap though. Got no reason why not to, really. 1.3 seconds already, so if he didn't have those penalties, he would be right up there, battling it out. Vapor Assassin, he's got past Honda M1, but Honda's on a fight back now. Little Weirder gets another 3-second penalty. Passassin moving to the inside of Damio Insanity into Ascari. They're going to touch there, and I think they did touch as well. Come back on board. They did. Passassin has to back out of it. That's left him vulnerable. Honda pulls to the inside. Passassin nudges him once. Not going to nudge him a third time. Damien's right there as well. Passassin goes to the inside. At Parabolica, Damien goes wide. Honda goes to the inside, trying to capitalise and getting them both. Is it going to pay off? A long run down now. The start-finish straight once again. Damien pulls to the outside. Passassin still in front. There goes Honda M1 to the inside. And now Damien tries to pull back to the inside to get through on Passassin. Oh, Passassin locks up. Honda M1 going to have to hold it round the outside. Beautifully done. And gets the move. Passassin's not going to like that one, though. Damien Sanity's right there as well. And Passassin goes high side, trying to get the position back. They're 3 abreast. Coming down to Dalla Rosia. Damien Sanity's going to go into the back of him. Wrong camera angle to be at, guys. Honda M1 forces Passassin off. And through and off nearly. Manages to save it. Damien Insanity touches the front inside right wheel of Passassin and goes through to 7th place. What a fantastic couple of corners that was. Fantastic. Damien Insanity now closing in at the front for Honda M1. 3.5 of a second. Reel him in. TNE Esports in the chat says Alfa Romeo's really trying to get aggressive, but Williams are just like, sit down, son. Beautiful bit of driving from Honda M1 there. Beautiful around the outside. Now Damio Insanity, he's going to try and show his tricks. Pulls to the outside, down towards the Retafilio. Honda's not going to try too hard. He knows that in front Damien has penalties. Damien goes through. Honda M1 not trying really to attack. He might defend a little bit from Passassin. He doesn't want to get swamped too much and get caught up in the battle that Damien and Passassin are having. So he's really actually, in my opinion, got to attack and got to attack hard on Damio Insanity. He must get through. But look at Passassin on those medium compound tyres. He's lighting them up, isn't he? Fabulous. Everyone now just staying calm. A little bit of bumping and brawling. Romeo Insanity going to hold the line. Honda M1 under pressure. Assassin's closing in. Let's go on board and listen as we look. Down the start-finish straight once again. Honda M1 going to pull. Romeo Insanity almost puts him towards the pit wall. Honda goes high side, coming down to the Rettifilio. Can he get the move done, yes or no? Yes is the answer. Damien's not even going to try and hold him back there. Wasn't even a competition. Stayed exactly where he is, exactly where he needed to be. Beautiful, beautiful. Elbows out there. We just gained some penalty points, that's for sure. And now, that's Williams up to 6th place as well. Mohamed Utas leads this race for BBB's league with Mercedes, but has yet to pit, but is penalty free. So he might pull a blinder here, actually. He's done it before in the BBB league, pitted later and still made it work. A timely safety car might help Mohamed Utas here. Or got to really go strong. TNE Sports, oh, and a 3-second penalty for TNE Honda M1. Multiple warnings. Penalty. That's going to blow big, big, big holes in the wall. And TNE Sports have just put what I hope 90% of the field got penalties in Canada for their games. And bang. And you can no longer vote on the poll to vote for your team. That has now gone. Benny Callagh up to P10. So BBB occupying key positions in the top 10, 1st and 10th. Yellow was briefly out at turn 1. That was Little Weeder making a little bit of a mistake. Got it back on there at the moment. Everyone challenging hard. Pushing, pushing, pushing. That 15 and 27 so far. Payne's dead, he's out of the race. Payne's dead is out. And that is a big surprise as here comes Honda M1 trying to go through on the inside a little weirder at the Ascari chicane and moves up into 5th place. But Faxland's in 3rd place as well. Remember, he hasn't pitted the same as Mohamed Utas. The field very much spread out. Here and little weirder's dropping down now. Through goes Romeo Insanity as well. But Payne's dead, he's out of the race. So that's Payne's dead. Shabby, the HAAS and Bozeman Pickle out of the race as well. So Busman's really struggling with that one at the moment here today. Everyone going faster, faster, faster. Into. Let's take a look at the front actually, because F1 Linus is closing in on Mohamed Utas. Utas going for the defensive role. And here we go for the lead of the race. F1 Linus pulls out to the outside line. Mohamed Utas going to try and defend, but it's an easy breeze move, and F1 Linus takes the lead. Nice job. Takes the lead away after a non-pitting Mohamed Utas. Payne's dead. He's out. Calls that yellow. He spun at the parabolica, and he went into the pit lane as well. Officially retired. Payne's dead, out. Shabby, out. The HAAS out. Bozeman Pickle, out. 12 cars left on lap 16. Now lap 17 of 27. Mohamed Utas still looking to the inside. He might... Utas isn't losing much of his tyres here, is he? He's still feeling like he's got some sort of power and some sort of attack. Still strong. As our TV pictures has just gone off in the commentary box, hopefully we're still broadcasting to you. F1 Linus leads this race, 1.3 seconds. And importantly as well, Faxland still holding off from Warwick's Rage. Let's have a look at Faxland, actually. How good are his tyres? Oh, and Warwick's Rage. 3 seconds worth of penalties. That's going to be a big help to Faxland to hold off. Big help, actually. And Passassin with a penalty now as well. Well, this is interesting. Laggy, but still there. Hopefully we're back up and running now with you. Remember what I just said? That's wrong. Through goes Warwick's Rage on Faxland. Round the outside. No, he didn't manage it. He backed out of it. Now that looked like a short move to me. And he backed out. Probably wants DRS as well down the start-finish straight. He's thinking a bit smart there. Into the pit lane. Not giving Faxland Warwick's Rage the satisfaction. Faxland comes into the pit lane. And Mohamed Utas in as well. Soft tyres going on. They'll be quick to the end of the race. Honda M1 to third. Shouted from the balconies. Honda M1 to third. Vapor Passassin has taken fourth. Vapor Passassin. But Damio Insan's going to hold back. Honda cuts him off. Honda cut him off. Passassin launches it up the inside. Honda locks up. Tries to get the move done a little bit too quickly. Didn't pay off. Well, Passassin's really got to find something now, hasn't he? And yeah, Top Gun is catching Damio Insanity. You can see that 1 second now. Little Weeder does the fastest lap of the race. A 1:21.236. That's a surprise. And right round the outside, that's going to end in tears. How did they not touch? Brilliant move. Honda M1. Stick it round the outside of Passassin. And now look at Damio Insanity clutching to the back. Here comes Top Gun, the two Williams TNE boys. Going to make third and fourth. Can they catch War X for a podium? Who War X now has a penalty as well, remember. And here we go once again. Damio Insanity is caught up with Passassin. Passassin moves to the inside. But whoa, Williams is backed out. Well, yeah, the Williams are backed out of it. Passassin goes through. Oh, and Honda gets a pinch from the back from Damio Insanity. And another pinch at the exit. And there goes Top Gun. Right round the outside. That looked planned to me. Looked like Honda M1 deliberately backed up Damio. And Top Gun, his teammate, to go through. Beautiful bit of team play there. And they know Passassin has a penalty. They all do. But Passassin's got more seconds worth. TNE still saying Williams Tag Team Racing. Absolutely. Our own admin saying great move, Passassin. It was a great move. So much so it's taken my breath away. Look at that. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All in a line. Absolutely insane. And they're still running all together. Benny Callagh gets another 3-second time penalty to add to the list he collects here at Monza. Watch out if there's a safety car for Utas and Faxland. I'm saying it now. If there's a late safety car, which we saw last weekend in Austria, watch out for the front there. It is insane, this. Once again, Honda and Top Gun going to play the team game here. It's reminding me a bit of when Hamilton and Schumacher went ding-dong round here in 2011 and Button caught up to them. And Button passed them both. Is Top Gun, who is the reserve driver in for this one at the moment, can Mark get through? Can he really have a push? And that looked to me, Damio Insanity, it was. Damien tries to go through and does. Damien's through to fifth. Top Gun now drops to sixth. Wow. And Page with technical issues, wheel disconnecting, but showed brilliant pace. Thanks for that from Equals. As Damien Insanity really now having to hold off Top Gun. Top Gun had to back off a little. But he's got fresher tyres. Massive commitment to the inside into the parabolica. Damien late breaks him. And I sort of want to cut back now as well, because we can see Passassin under pressure now as well from Honda M1. But look further back in your picture as well to the battle that hopefully we're going to see. We're going to ride on board with it, because there it is, side by side. Top Gun goes to the inside and gets through on Damio Insanity. So Top Gun back into 5th. Now we look forward on board with Honda to Passassin. Fantastic little bit of action here. Faxland and Mohamed Utas, they're in a little battle. We'll keep an eye on that one. As I said, late safety car, they become factors. They're only 6 seconds behind this little gaggle of cars. Paper Assassin, 3 seconds behind Warx, 12 seconds in front of Honda. In a mind of his own today. Sunday night drive, anyone? I just saw Passassin go into Parabolica. No, Passassin, Warx Rage. Here is Passassin. Damien Insanity looking back to Top Gun. He was looking for a move there, wasn't he? On the inside of the Parabolica. He's going to line him up again. Here we go. Take 407 of this amazing little battle we're having. Damien Insanity is going to have a go. And he pulls to the inside. Damien gets the move done on Top Gun. And Honda didn't go for the move on Passassin. So we're going to instead look to the battle that interests us all and have a look at Top Gun trying to go through on Damio Insanity. Pulls to the outside, coming into Dalla Rosia chicane. They're wheel-to-wheel stuff. And through goes Top Gun, and this time he's going to mean and shut the door in his face. Not going to get through here, Sonny Jim. And now Honda M1 going to set off after Passassin. Not wanting to miss any of this little juicy action. Lap 22 and 27. It looks to be GSP Racing Point going to take more top stops, and it will mean that F1 Linus will take the lead in the Drivers' Championship with 2 wins back-to-back compared to Honda's 1 win and a podium. Still trying to get that podium spot from Passassin. Damien Insanity closing in as well. Top Gun's going to have to go defensive once again. Here comes Damien Insanity moving round the outside into the Retafilio with a DRS, I might add. Doesn't lock up, keeps it together. Some good little tussles here between the FE League and the TNE League. FE in the Alpha Tauri, TNE in the Williams. Once again, Top Gun going to cut back at the inside to Dalla Rosia. Thinks about going for it, decides better of it though. Nice little battles, cutthroat here. Foxland is still behind Mohamed Utas. Utas managing to keep that gap, both on 4-lap old tyres. Utas with multiple leagues under his belt as Passassin gets another 3-second penalty. It's game over now. That is game over. We'll show you the penalties in a lap. Oh, yeah, sure. It's just clicked over, hasn't it? Let's take a look at the penalties and go through them. Warx Rage has 3. Passassin has 12. Honda M1 has 3. Damio Insanity has a whopping 23 from the first 7 laps of this race. Top Gun has 9. Desepsky has 3. Same as Benny Kalak. Little Weeder has 6. But look at that. 4 battles as Damio Insanity has got past once again Top Gun. And now we've got Chris Norazzo in a little bit of a lap battle here as Faxland got through. Faxland passed him. Faxland passed Utas. Brilliant. Didn't see that one coming, did we? And now still, this is Honda trying to get through. Passassin's got through to 3rd. Then was nearly had a close battle. Wasn't going to get through there, was he? And that is Chris Norazzo going out. back into lapped position. That's put a second between them now. That's going to be Honda's job to do it all over again. Top Gun and Romeo Insanity still very close together. HAAS going to have to close down another 3 seconds for Top Gun. And puts it at 12, the same, I believe, as Passassin, but Romeo Insanity members 23 seconds. Chris Narosa and the Ferrari getting out of the way. Ferrari 11th and 12th. How like F1 2020 is that for Ferrari being off the pace? Lap 25 of 27. Is there going to be anything to the inside? We're keeping an eye on Honda M1. Does he get close? Here comes Top Gun. Faxland with the fastest lap of the race so far. Moves to the inside. Oh, they touch. A little bit of a love tap there from Damien. Just says, no, you're not going to go through this time, buddy. And Top Gun has to settle for going further back, back, back. Honda M1. Now 5 tenths, 4 tenths behind, 3 tenths behind. Not as close as these two are. They're bumping and brawling all over the place. How do you keep track of it? Williams certainly isn't 2020 spec here. Yeah, completely agree with you there. F1 line is 4 seconds now to Warx, and Warx's penalties as well, so it's not over yet. This is one of the closest battles on the track, if not the closest battle. Looking at it, Top Gun trying to get through on Romeo Insanity once again. Honda M1, 4 tenths now. They're pretty much the same, coming down the straightaway once again. But in the Parabolica, Honda lost quite a lot of time, but he's now closer now, 2 tenths. He's right there with him. Honda M1 going to try and go for a last-ass move. Sells in the dummy. Goes left, goes right. Pulls to the inside line and takes 3rd place away. Meantime, further back as well. Romeo Insanity coming under a little bit of pressure. As right round the outside once again, Top Gun tries the line. He knows this isn't going to work. Damien's always going to squeeze him into the wall there. But there's more chance of a turkey being spared at Christmas than there is for Top Gun going round the outside into turn 1. Assassin's dropped 5 tenths back now. This, once again, it's got to be a run. Top Gun, yes, he's 6th on the road. Yes, he'll go 5th with Damien having a penalty, but it's all about psychological battle as well. You need to get ahead. You need to know it's going through. If Damien beats him on the track, if Damien doesn't have a penalty next week, that's going to be in your head. It's psychological with these guys. They need to be ahead of each other on the track. Forget the penalties after the race. They need to go through it. Unbelievable. Keep going. Last lap of the race. Just started. Passassin closing in on Honda M1. We'll cut to the leader in a few moments. Passassin, though, going for it. This is going to be last chance. They can't get close anywhere else on the track. These first few corners will determine the rest of the lap. Passassin can't get anywhere. Honda will get 3rd. I think Romeo Insanity still got it, yeah. Romeo still got it. This is close. Can Top Gun keep through? Top Gun going to go to the inside. This is the last opportunity really on the track to get through, and he can't. He's failed it. F1 Linus is coming out of the Ascari chicane. He's got 3 seconds to Warx Rage. We'll cut in just a moment because there might still be something Top Gun can do. There isn't. F1 Linus for GSP already doing the victory maneuvers because he knows he's done it. Podium in Austria, in 2nd, winner in Montreal, and he's done it again at Monza. F1 Linus does the double, 50 points in 2 races with 2 race wins. He wins at Monza. GSP extend their lead just in the Constructors' Championship. And Passassin's in the wall after the flag. Faxland finishes 4th, HAAS 5th. And look at that, Top Gun got ahead at the end to Romeo Insanity. Fantastic. F1 Linus victorious. In typical Murray Walker fashion, I had to stop. I had a lump in my throat. Wow. F1 Linus tops it. 6 seconds in the end to Warwick's Rage. Honda M1 does get a podium, so keeps that streak going. Faxland 4th. Utas 5th. Great result for them two. TRL in the HAAS, BBB in the Mercedes get some points. But look at that. F1 Linus, top dog. Fantastic. I want to know your driver of the day. We'll get that in a minute. But F1 Linus, 2 races on the bounce. There's not much better, is there? Now leads the Drivers' Championship by a comfortable margin. Off Massaf now on the podium. Here's your race results then. From the 3rd race of the year. F1 Linus on top. Warwick's Rage is 2nd. Honda M1 is 3rd. Faxland 4th. Utas 5th. Passassin 6th. Top Gun 7th. Dosevsky finished 8th. Damio Insanity 9th. Benny Kalak 10th. Little Guido is 11th. Krishna Razzo is 12th. Payne's Dead 13th out of the race, same as Shabby 2K. The Hazard for Red Bull for MFR did actually take part in the end. Very last minute entry there. And Bossman Pickle in 16th place. 37 minutes and 24 seconds. Monza is the quickest race on the calendar. And it's all done within an hour and 31 minutes. Not bad at all, is it? Let's take a quick look at the race director in terms of incidents. Wow. Jump start for Kalak twice. That's why he got that drive-through penalty off the line. Lights took an awful long time to go out, though. And we're back up in the commentary box now to conclude a very dramatic race and a very unusual broadcast, as I'm sure you can expect here. It never gets any better. And telling you that, I've just received a phone call as well from people because they think we've just got off air. So let's all go there. In the chat below, I want to know your driver of the day and your thoughts on the race, please. So get them in touch in the next 2 minutes as well. And we'll get them over. But it has been a great race. So let's take a look. We've got some messages coming through already. Matty G97, go on TNE. TNE Esports saying podium. Great job, Andrew. Anil Ataman, well done, boys. Balboa, CGN, great job, Linus. Is that drink chemically? I don't know what that is. I can't read it with my glasses on. Saying good points all for the TNE squad. Anil Ataman saying congrats. Blue Line XD, great job for F1 Linus. That's GSP. And Jaden saying alas Rage. F1 Linus, great job. Honda M, the positions gain, the epic battles, top job. That's some drinks as well. Yep, I think that's a great job as well from Honda M1. Back up onto the podium once again. I think my driver of the day would have to go to F1 Linus and Damio Insanity, because Damio Insanity did have all those penalties, but boy, did he make some great moves. And certainly that little battle, Passassin, Payne's Dead, Honda M1, Damio Insanity, and as well for Top Gun as well. They were all so fast around there. Really enjoyed that one. Great job for BBB, being a bit vain here, but well done, Mohamed Utas, getting some points on the board. Great job. Great job as well for HAAS in the TRL. They got points on the board too with Faxland. That's a great job as well. Seymour Copan, see you tomorrow. Yep, BBB race tomorrow as well for their European series, or the original series. Kind of two names. NFL Media says, go Joshua, thank you. We've just put intermediates on as well. So is it really that wet? Don't know if you can hear it. There's a slight wheeze in my voice. I had a coughing fit just after just after the checkered flag fell, because I decided to take a little swig from a water bottle that's here, and it went down the wrong way. So that just tops off an exciting race, but fantastic once again for the third race of the year. But we must go forward because that's now Austria done, that's Canada done, that's Italy done. Now we go on to Sao Paulo, Brazil on the 14th of March. And that is really going to be another fast racetrack because it's flat out. It's got some twiddly bits in the middle, but it's really a flat-out circuit. It's hard racing. It's going to be side-by-side. And the Senna S as well. That is going to be disastrous on lap 1. Can't wait. And hopefully, keeping fingers crossed, can we have a little bit of rain, please? I know I'm not talking to anybody there, but directors, organisers. Rain at Brazil? Kind of go hand in hand with a great race. Please, rain. That'd be fascinating. We haven't had a wet race so far in the league, but yeah, it's looking good. Effie for drivers of the day as well for NFL Media. Well done, Josh. It was amazing as always. That's from Balboa, CGN. Thank you very much. And we've got, unfortunately, 45 seconds before we go off the air, or I shut up talking. So, running up, next week we have got, on the 14th of March, the Brazil Grand Prix for the 4th round of the Champion Series. Tomorrow here on BBB Racing, we have the original series run. That starts at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And that's GMT as well, so you can calculate where you want to be. Sure you get a notification, because don't forget to subscribe and set the alerts on as well for all of our leagues. And thank you as well to the 9 leagues in the end who did take part today. And Desetsky saying, a shame I got crashed out by Passassin. Massive shame, but great job to fight back today as well. So, what a day it's been. Round 3 of the season complete. But what I was also going to say is that next week, Formula 1 returns in real life with 3 days of pre-season testing. And depending wherever you are in the world, if you want to get on with some chats, and even if you want to be part of the chat, I'm doing all of it with testing. So Joshua Burge, Motorsport Journalist on YouTube, come get involved and get a watch on as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Got 8 hours to cover for 3 days. That's 24 hours. I'm going to be knackered. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Testing's back. Formula 1's back. And here as well, esports is about to blow up. When Formula 1 returns in real life, the esports gets even more dramatic. Join us on the 14th of March for the Brazilian Grand Prix. But once again, GSP are running away with it in the Drivers' and the Constructors' Championship. Can anyone stop F1 Linus? Join us in 7 days to find out. Good night from us all.